Functional medicine practices don't have a patient problem. They have a systems problem. Patient slips through the cracks, follow-ups don't happen, and staff spend hours doing work that AI could handle in seconds. Today, Alyssa's going to show us exactly how to use GoHighLevel to build a practice that attracts more patients, automates the busy work, and delivers a better patient experience. So I am here today with Alyssa, who is a functional medicine professional. She's been doing this for a while. Alyssa, welcome, and tell them a little bit about yourself before we jump into all of the amazing things HighLevel can do for someone doing functional medicine.
Yeah, hi. I started in conventional medicine about 4 years ago. I worked in the ICU, done dermatology, radiology, and in the past couple years, I have switched over to functional medicine. I'm currently a functional medicine practitioner, and I see kind of clients whenever, and I help them work through their root cause issues.
Awesome. Now before we dive into this, let's just quickly talk about HighLevel and its kind of role in this, because I know HighLevel is branching out to a lot of different niches. What are your thoughts on HighLevel for functional medicine and anyone kind of in this sort of niche? Because I know it's kind of, very
Yes. Yeah.
heavily HIPAA compliant, but just let me know about that before we jump in, because there's going to be a lot of people watching that are going to be very curious about that.
Yeah, it's been great. It's great for the back end systems. Honestly, a lot of functional medicine practitioners or anybody kind of in the niche is spending a lot of time doing social media or the sales side of it or the follow-ups with their clients. And it takes a lot of time away from actually seeing their clients. So HighLevel has been great because it kind of takes all of that off of my shoulders, and it allows me to actually spend more time seeing clients, giving them better quality results, and see more clients and help more people.
Amazing, amazing. So before we jump in, guys, just a quick disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. We're not promising anything. Always follow the proper compliance laws. Again, do your due diligence. We're not promising or guaranteeing anything in this video. So the first thing let's go over, Alyssa, is let's go over the website design aspect of functional medicine and really what HighLevel has to offer in this exact area.
Awesome. Yeah.
So this is one of the functional medicine websites we created. And the crazy part is, guys, with HighLevel, we created this in minutes. But look how good this is. It is really solid. It's SEO optimized, and it was created so fast. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on this? And do you think this is something that a lot of these, functional medicine practitioners can implement quickly? Because as we know, we went online beforehand and we looked at a lot of people's websites, and they were actually trash, to be honest. But this is like already completed very quickly. And guys, we're going to get into the system side in a sec, but first let's go over the website design aspect and the SEO. What are your thoughts on this?
No, yeah, it's great. I mean, and a lot of functional practitioners, functional medicine practitioners spend a lot of time trying to make their website the way they want, the way they look, make it look elevated. And this did it in minutes. It's really great. And you honestly don't have to give it too much. And it can do this pretty quickly.
So now that you have your website built, let's say for your functional medicine practice, there's so many other things we have to do. Okay, that's like having forms, AI chatbots, all this other stuff. So before we get into this, Alyssa, real quickly, what are all the things, because we have a whole list of stuff we're going to go over, but what are all the other things that can save, let's say, a practitioner a lot of time with this, and other things like that that can kind of grow a functional medicine practice? Because again, we have stuff we're going to show you, but right here, what would be some of the things connected that would save them time? Because again, you're the professional in the field. I am not. I've never, done stuff for functional medicine. Obviously, we're going through this right now, but I'm seeing HighLevel kind of has the ability to solve a lot of other problems, from customer support all the way to sales. But from the base, which is the website, what are the other areas that really, where this shines and that you've used?
Yeah, beginning off with AI chatbots, honestly, those have been a time saver for me just because they respond to kind of your Instagram DMs, Facebook messages, your texts, your emails, just with those basic questions of like kind of what a discovery call involves, what kind of insurance do you take, what is included in your lab package. So that's a huge advantage for HighLevel. And then on top of that, the social media side. So I like to plan out all my social media, and inside HighLevel, you can definitely take the time to set out specific dates of when you want your social media or what specific content you want to go out. And then another huge one I find great for myself is the course and materials. I give out all of my courses and memberships through the course and materials.
Interesting. Okay, so let's quickly unpack those. I'm going to go back to AI agents because that's really interesting. And we'll come right in here. And as Alyssa was saying, you can actually use these AI chatbots inside a high level to do your customer support and sales. So, just like Alyssa was saying, you can do Instagram and Facebook DMs where it will literally go in, okay, and message back and forth and sell to people or deal with them. Now, we're not going to be going over every single tutorial in this video because that would take hours. But if you want to know, like, hey, I want to build, an AI chatbot for functional medicine, just drop a comment down below saying, I want to build AI chatbot, and I will just send you the tutorial for free. Very simply, that way you can build it out. And we're going to do that for all of these. But we're just going to go over what you're going to need in your functional medicine practice so you can just see the power of high level. That's really what we're doing in this video because Alyssa is, as you know, a professional with this, but we want to show you what is possible. And then from there, whatever you want to build, drop a comment down below and we will show you personally. So right in here, Alyssa, I got this AI chatbot pulled up and I'm curious, what channel do you use most in functional medicine? You said Instagram, and I believe Facebook. Maybe I got that wrong. Would this also work for text? Just let me know kind of how the broad scope of things where this AI chatbot shines.
Yeah, I would definitely say Instagram and Facebook are kind of my main two, and that's kind of dependent on the age range that you are looking to target for functional medicine. And then also, I do use SMS, but you do have to be HIPAA compliant with it, and so just pay attention to that when you are setting that up.
Perfect. Now, would you say, Alyssa, that the live chat, like with the chat widget on the website, would that be a good thing as well to have? Because I actually know someone else that does marketing for a functional medicine company, and they have the chat widget on the website, and they said that's amazing. But again, in your expertise, would you say that's something that you may be adding in the future or others should have?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say it's good for basic information such as like the insurance, kind of what kind of labs you go over when you take on a client, just that basic information a lot of people have questions on.
I love it. I love it. So again, guys, the AI chatbot is an AI robot that can answer all of your messages and do sales and customer support 24/7 via these channels. Again, if you want to build this, drop a comment down below and we will hook you up. It is as simple as that. Now we're going to move on to the marketing tab because this is something that's very interesting. If you didn't know what this is essentially a place where you can post one time and it will then get posted to every single one of these platforms. And the cool part is AI can help you build the posts. Alyssa, let's talk about this because I know you briefly touched on this. Let's talk about social media's role in functional medicine.
It's
And where
probably
this kind of
the
goes.
most important part, honestly. It's pretty great. That's how a lot of people do get clients, just because it's not a super well-known industry in all parts of the country. It's definitely growing, but social media is probably the biggest way people are finding out about functional medicine, what we do, what we can do for and help you. So it's huge.
Really? Okay, I genuinely did not know that. I thought this was more of a just kind of like an SEO thing. People are going on and posting
Oh
videos.
yeah. Oh yeah, I would say people are posting videos, kind of their lifestyle content, how functional medicine has changed their life. They'll do client testimonials, a bunch of different situations with that. And honestly, it's how people grow and scale.
Wow. Okay, very interesting to know. So, guys, if you're interested in building out stuff with social media and understanding that, drop a comment down below saying, "I want to learn, the social media part of GoHighLevel," and I'll send you a tutorial on all this. But that is super interesting. I did not know that because isn't it funny how some niches social media is terrible for? Like it just doesn't have the same punching power. But it seems like this is probably one of the best ways to kind of
Yes,
dial in client acquisition.
absolutely. It's the number one way I see people get clients.
Wow, interesting. So, guys, from there, if you build out your social media, you can then have the AI chatbots do the DMs. So it is like an all-in-one kind of triggered process. Okay, so from there, once we have the AI dialed in, then the social media, you then said something about memberships, which I find fascinating. I've never really heard of a service-based business talk about memberships. That is like I'll be honest, I talked to a lot of people. That is kind of a first. So walk me through this. What exactly would they use this for and how would this help them?
Absolutely. Functional medicine is basically you are reframing so many different parts of people's understand of lifestyle medicine habits, and so there's so much information to be broken down, And so this going through a course and going through different modules and setting up different educational aspects within the membership side of Go High Level can be super beneficial and helpful to practitioners because they then don't have to lay out documents and confusing little setups for their clients. And so it's broken down really nicely.
Wow, interesting. So this is more of like you can educate your patients and do trainings on.
Oh, yes. Yep, absolutely. You can also give different protocols. So, obviously, you give different protocols based off of their labs, their symptoms for your clients. And I would say you can go ahead and give them a protocol in what steps they should follow, different recommendations on products they should be using. It's a great resource and a high level for functional medicine practitioners.
Wow, interesting. And guys, as I said before, if you're interested in building out courses for your functional medicine practice, you can literally just go right down below, drop a comment, and I will hook you up personally. I think that's important because I don't have some course to sell you on functional medicine, nor do I have some outdated high ticket coaching. None of that, guys. I just show people how to do all of this for free and I'll help you out. So we have more stuff we're going to go over. But before we go over more stuff, I just want to let you know if you are interested in Go High Level, okay, for your functional medicine practice or whatever you're doing, whether it's a service-based business coaching agency, I have a 30-day free trial right down below. Not a 14-day, but an exclusive 30-day free trial where when you sign up with that, you're going to get 30 days free plus all of my bonuses completely free. Yes, even the bonuses Alyssa has gotten access to. Let's quickly show exactly what you get when you sign up with this link right down below. So as you see here, you get access to this entire private community full of winners. You're also getting access to all of my training modules, both for beginners and advanced people, all of my snapshots, all of my client getting systems, all of my sales scripts, all of my AI prompts, even Dominic's bonuses, premium snapshots, and so much more. But most importantly, you're going to get access to over 7 live coaching calls per week, even ones with me where you can talk to me and go back and forth. Okay, we have ones, with how to get clients, ones with how to, get help with sales, how to get clients advances like running ads, really learning Go High Level, getting help with Go High Level, A2P verification, all that stuff, and then setting up Go High Level systems. And this, guys, it is all free. Yes, with that 30-day free trial right down below. You can also upgrade under me, and you also can message me whenever you want. So again, this is all free right down below. Alyssa, what are your thoughts on this community?
It was great when I first started. I learned a lot just from like this section to begin with, the learning area. It kind of goes over everything and it gives you examples on how to set up everything.
I love it. I love it. What did you think about the calls? Were you a big fan of the calls?
They are. It's nice to have kind of that one-on-one personal kind of touch of it, and you can have the conversations and see people talk about it in real time.
I love it. I love it. And guys, if you want access to all of this, just go right down below, click the 30-day free trial link or upgrade under me, and you'll get access to all of this for free. Yes, there's no sneaky upsell. There's no, hey, pay me 10K for coaching. It's none of that. You just get in for free and then you're good to go. So with that being said, let us get right back to exactly what we are using high level in the functional medicine field for. So after memberships, what would you say the next thing that is really good using high level for?
I would say definitely the automations for like reminders for appointments with your clients, and then your comment and like DM workflow.
Interesting. So when people are using social media, you would essentially say, hey, drop a comment down below, drop a I am sick or whatever. Again, guys,
Yep.
I'm phrasing, and then it will comment and send them a DM and that kind of stuff.
Yep, that it's super important and it sends off good basic information for them to understand what's going on and what you do, and you don't have to spend time following up with them when they are commenting.
I love it. And guys, you can even build workflows with AI in seconds. That's how powerful high levels AI is. Another thing too, guys, if you want to build automations for your functional medicine practice, just drop a comment down below and we'll hook you up. It is that simple. But again, you can build out all of this super, super fast. Now, I have a quick question for you, Eliza, in this whole thing, and I'm just curious, what do you think high level's biggest benefit is to someone doing functional medicine? Is it the time saving aspect? Is it lead generation? Obviously, there's a lot of things, but I'm curious because I know you are very specific with what features you use. But what would you say the biggest benefit is? Because obviously we've gone over AI agents, gone over websites, automations, memberships. It's like kind of a broad group of things, but I'm curious what you would say the best thing is.
I would honestly say your lead generation would be your biggest benefit just because once you set up the automations and the social media side of it, your lead generations can continue to grow and your practice can continue to grow in volume and you see more patients and help more people.
I love that. I love it. So essentially, you can kind of automate the functional medicine lead generation side of things using.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Yep. And that's truly very helpful.
That's amazing. See, that's what's so interesting about high levels. It really can help so many different niches. I mean, it really can kind of do all of this stuff, which is so neat. But it's cool too to see that like there's people like you in the functional medicine niche, which is a very specific
Yep.
niche within a niche
Yep.
using this, and it's just kind of neat because it's like high level is really for everybody.
Everybody.
And I think a lot of people, if you're watching this, you're in the medical field, you can definitely benefit from this. So, one of the last things that I would be curious as to what your thoughts are on, Alyssa. Again, I know you haven't gone super in depth on the whole high level side of things for every feature, because again, you don't need every feature. But for those watching, especially if you're in this niche, you're trying to sell this niche, I'm curious as to what you guys think about reputation management and local SEO. So if we come right over here and we, pull up, let's say, functional medicine in Tacoma, Washington, or something like this, you'll see all of these websites ranked on Google. That's another whole area of lead gen. And I know in high level, the reputation management side of things is huge for that. So I'm curious as you go through this entire journey, do you think you'll add this on to what you do in functional medicine?
I think if I were to open a brick and mortar functional medicine practice, it would be huge and beneficial. From the social media side of things, just because I'm not in one specific area, it can be kind of challenging. But for brick and mortar practices that see clients on a day to day in person, it can be beneficial and so huge because a lot of times when people look up your practice, it is so important that you have a high rating because that's who they're going to trust. They've already had so many issues with conventional medicine doctors, and usually that's why they are coming to us as functional medicine practitioners. So to have that high rating is like automatically just going to give you kind of that client.
Amazing. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if this was interesting to you guys, again, and you wanted to learn about any of these features, drop a comment down below and we'll hook you up. Again, the whole point of this video is just to show you what is possible within Go High Level for the functional medicine niche. Okay, this was not a tutorial video, but I have tutorials on every single one of these features. I can hook you up with whatever you want. It is that simple. Again, the whole point of this was to go over what is possible, and having someone like Alyssa who is in this niche, who does this and does the labs and does all this stuff, showing you how this works. But again, if you are interested in any of this, drop a comment down below. So Alyssa, we're going to wrap this up. Is there anything else you want to share with anyone? Any last words of wisdom for, let's say, a functional medicine practitioner or anyone that wants to sell these people that they should know before we kind of roll out with this?
Yeah, I would say this has been a great tool for me to scale and to take less off of my plate. I would just say be aware of your HIPAA compliance, pay
Yep.
attention to what you're doing, look into it before you go diving deep and asking questions over Go High Level.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, Alyssa, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Guys, if you're interested in Go High Level in the 30-day free trial, go down below, check out the link right there. If you have questions or you want any of the tutorials, you know the drill, hit the comments. But most importantly, I'm going to be linking a video at the end of this video that's going to show you really what you get in the community, how everything works, just to show you that if you're a functional medicine practitioner or just someone wanting to use high level in general, we can really help you out. And again, I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to say, hey, buy my high ticket coaching. There's none of that. I'm just going to give you a bunch of free stuff if you use high level under me. And it's going to really walk you through what we do in that video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And make sure you watch the video that pops up right now.